Aislinn's the most underrated lord, and we're going to show you why in the Aislinn gameplay showcase.
Youthful, ruthless, driven.
Anchors away, Sea Lord Aislinn sailing to war.
Aislinn is the ruthless, fisty-foot one, always prefer to strike first.
Vicious and stubborn, tactician with few contemporaries and fewer friends, Aislinn's confidence is well earned. But will pride be his ruin?
Most likely. Sick character model.
Ruthlessness is a trait the Asur seldom celebrate. Yet, bulking at what must be done does not change its necessity. Sea Lord Aislinn, commander of Ulthuan's navy, will not hesitate.
Seems like an aggressive lord.
Let the bureaucrats condemn his Norscan raids. Let them send him deep into the sea of dread. They take his offerings all the same. Let them keep their bloodless hands. Aislinn is unafraid of reprimand. 'Tis the horizon and the black deep and the memory of the grave that chills his soul.
Aislinn is very good commander, able to buff up units around him, while also excelling at hand-to-hand combat and dueling other enemy lords or heroes.
Boom. Mathlann's spite.
He himself is also quite potent when fighting.
Sea Lord Aislinn. Okay, so we got very fast momentum. He's got armor, leadership, speed. This guy is just a unit. I bet he'll be able to take on Grimgar possibly in game.
On the first lines, so always make sure that he is in the thick of battle. Similar to his tabletop rules, Aislinn has the ability to buff up archers tremendously, especially at the start of the battle. He can also...
Okay, so check this out. He's got Iron-Handed Captain, active ability. He gives him 100 leadership and can rally
stop his allies from fleeing by utilizing his Iron Hand Captain ability.
Bon voyage, Grooky scum. With the eastern colonies colonized.
Okay, check this out. So when you defeat the Black Ark, he can have access to sea lanes in different places with a mission in that place.
And the immediate threat dealt with, we're free to choose our next path with Aislinn's unique sea lanes.
Okay.
Lustria, the Southlands, or Ulthuan. Talk of Dark Elf invasions has made Aislinn nervous. Could he be back? A voyage home to see the state of things may be in order. Not the invasion we expected, but unacceptable all the same.
Going to help out old Tyrion here.
There we are, much better. Orc free, the only question left for Ken Fell is one of governance. Aislinn's primary concerns are...
Okay, check this out. They got the big six that you can dedicate to. Etain, Nagaryth, Yvres, Knights of Caldor, Avalord, and the Lore Masters.
That of military prowess, so when we capture a settlement, it's for the Asur, not personal glory. We'll leave matters of state to the nerds, statesmen. As Altharian's already at war with the invaders, we'll entrust the province to him. Well, trust is a strong word. He did lose it to begin with, so to ensure Asur domination, we'll leave an outpost in each settlement we capture. But what to dedicate the outpost to? To answer that question, we need to consider Aislinn's economy. Dragonships are a costly endeavor, but worth their weight in dead Druki. To keep them in tip-top fighting condition, we'll need Dragonship supplies. There are a few ways to acquire this precious.
Okay, so you can get them through Elven Trade. I'm not sure what happens if you run out of supplies though.
Resource, but the key one is Elven Trade, which we'll earn through our outposts. On its own, Elven Trade is good for unlocking certain technologies, but if we want it to become Dragonship supplies, we need processing centers. To that end, Aislinn can establish rare colonies to handle the important task of converting trade into supplies. But it all starts with an outpost, which almost brings us back to the decision at hand. Outposts, colonies, dragonships, Aislinn's key concerns. Devoting an outpost to these pursuits grants us a fourth vital resource, dedication. With enough dedication, we can unlock initiatives relating to each discipline. These range from new building chains to granting ourselves additional colony resource to adding new dragonships to the Lord Pool and more. As we're expecting a Dark Elf incursion, we'll need more Dragonships. We've prioritised dedication in the eastern colonies and have already added a second Dragonship to our recruitment pool.
Interesting. Looks like you can get increased elven trade from an outpost by 5%.
So we'll focus Southern Yves on income and elven trade. There's no point having Dragonships if we can't afford to run them. With that in mind, we'll get some delicious elven trade going and build a garrison to protect our interests whilst further afield. Like the mighty Skycutter, we're seldom in the same place for long, and it's not that I don't trust Eltharion to keep our outposts alive, but... okay, I don't trust Eltharion. Anyway, speaking of Skycutters, be sure to fly over to our blog for a deeper dive into any of the mechanics, characters, and units introduced in this showcase. We'll liberate the rest of Southern Yves, then head further north. If a Dark Elf invasion is to come, then Aislinn means to thwart it before it can reach Ulthuan's shores. He's out there too, somewhere, and Aislinn means to find him.
Good old Loki here.
Asur Domination is Aislinn's unique faction mechanic. It combines unique occupation options alongside benefits that he can accumulate while providing settlements and protection towards other elven factions. Aislinn gifts settlements to other factions as he has no desire to control settlements of his own, or at least not completely. His occupation choices are either gift to a high elven faction or keep for himself as a colony, but the colonies are limited. These colonies use elven trade for the production of the Dragonship supplies.
Looks like you can get 50 supplies per turn with the colony, but it does say decreased elven trade per turn. Interesting.
And that elven trade is accumulated from the gifted settlement outposts that surround the colony. He needs to prioritize between the settlements and outposts to get a maximum output of one or the other resource depending on his current needs. With each settlement he gifts to a single faction, he gains higher and higher bonuses from that faction. Although that could be beneficial, it will still focus him into that single direction. He, however, can still choose to spread these gifts towards other factions and get more benefits in variety of category rather than a single one. While Aislinn doesn't particularly like anyone outside of the High Elves themselves, he has a particular grudge towards Lokir Felhard.
Oi, Lokir! Aislinn knows you're here somewhere, you octopus-based fish. Excuse me. Nagaroth's been destroyed, and Karond Kar, Lokir's birthright, is being held by Clark Arund. Aislinn can only assume the so-called Kraken Lord has stunk away to the nearby hovels. Still, the Dark Elf threat to Ulthuan's security cannot be abided. We'll thaw the Sea of Tuel with righteous Asur fury if we must, and yes, I'm well aware of the irony. Vengeance aside, an island is only as secure as its fleet.
Now notice he's a horde, so he's gonna have his island slash Dragonship, something that he can build and construct into, kind of like some of the other lords that we know, like the Black Arcs and Count Noctilus.
And as commander of the Phoenix King's navy, Aislinn employs only the finest of Asur vessels. Our Dragonship, the Calendrian, is a castle unto itself, a vast, floating fortress designed to endure months at sea. Upgrading such an ancient and powerful vessel is a labor of love. Here, our Dragonship supplies are needed most. Every militia deck, every messel, every lookout mast relies on Dragonship supplies. Built correctly, and the Calendrian will cater to our every need, but to unlock its full potential, we'll want to be investing our dedication into unlocking all of its building chain options. Ultimately, we'll need a Dragonship Citadel and the strongest soldiers of...
Check that out. So, Dragonship Citadel. We got increased recruitment capacity, Dragonship crew growth, unlocks hero recruitment, Mage, lower master of Hoeth, Miss Mage, increased recruit rank for Sea Helms, increased hero capacity, immunity for chaos, and then, decreased upkeep for Dragonships. So you definitely want to get a Dragonship Citadel as soon as possible.
one can offer to bring Felhart to his knees, but the sea is as patient as it is violent, and we are its avatar. Of course, Aislinn's not so single-minded as to ignore other threats to Asur kind, and he knows the Admiral of the Black Ark Tower of Blessed Dread could be anywhere, which is why we've separated our fleet. Inrion the Vengeful braves the Straits of Chaos, fighting back the Norscan savages. Likewise, if the Kraken Lord makes a play for Ulthuan, the island's lack of military cohesion will be its undoing. In preparation, we've dispatched Rodir the Brave to join Noble Kathik's heroic efforts to repel She Who Thirsts. Like Aislinn and Invocation, Rodir commands one of a maximum of 5 Dragonships and will use the mighty vessel's unique mislanding stance, allowing him to...
Alright, so we got mislanding, walk through the mist, allowing to move sea to land. Campaign movement range increased by plus 50, immune to most attrition. And then it says also, it's kind of like tunneling stance, you can't have moved that turn. But it does give enemy melee defense -5 and speed -5. So this is pretty sick. It's like a surprise move, Skaven style.
To move directly inland, getting into position for swift naval strikes. It doesn't hurt that such a positioning gives us eyes on the Scourge of Cain. If Felheart seeks that vile power, we'll know. Nagaron, Clarkaron, Hargeneth, we burnt them all, and found no signs of the slippery squid. We've nothing to show for our efforts except an emboldened Gore Queen, a heavy deficit, and a dwindling reputation at court. Though it's worth clarifying, Aislinn...
Alright, so check this out. If you get certain patronages, you can get Favor of the Phoenix King, reinforcement range, weapon strength when in your own territory. So that's interesting.
does not care for politics.
This guy... Favor of the Phoenix King, minus attrition for casualties, armor +10 when fighting at sea.
Let the nerds, statesmen, fight over their patronage seats. Let them influence their way into positions of power. Let them consolidate their strength when the moment is right. Let them suffer the consequences when it blows up in their faces. Aislinn has no stomach for it. Let the snakes scheme. He has an invasion to thwart. Speaking of, the search must be expanded. We'll voyage Aislinn to the bleak sea where Druki are known to dwell, refocus Rodir on the Scourge of Cain, and sick Invocation on Hag Grief.
The Dragonships are very important for the High Elves as they provide them with a bunch of different buffs that not only help out in campaign and help them traverse the seas, but they can also help out in battle by providing fire support, doing real damage.
So this is going to be kind of like Count Noctilus, where he can siege the battle as long as he's near with his ship. Sea Helm, anti-large, look at that. Okay. And we got our Oceanids, our anti-infantry, monstrous infantry.
The mist landing stance helps Aislinn to jump directly to a settlement or a lord deeply inland and allows for swift attacks of unsuspecting foes. Though they don't like his methods, the elves don't hesitate to call on Aislinn when they need him.
Not now, Tyrion, I'm closing in. It's only a matter of time until you're ours, Lokir, you big, stupid shellfish. Okay, yes, our armies are worse for wear, and yes, we're a tinsy-wincy bit in debt, but you can't put a price on security, apart from 3,000 gold a turn. But it's fine, because we're close, and I'm closing in, and it's going to be fine.
5,000 gold, I think he's going to be okay.
That's not fine, but we can win. The Druki are scum, and they're no match for Ulfron's finest. If only that were true.
Well,
endless conflict has taken its toll on even the strongest of our soldiers, and though they fight admirably, they embrace the Syrian on their passage to the Isle of the Dead.
Kind of like their meat grinder and their melee. Mist Mage. It's going to have the new lore of mists.
I knew role-playing would hurt. Okay, disaster. There's a chance, a small one, that our enthusiastic search for Lokir Felheart may have been a touch foolhardy. Maybe even...
Alright, take a look at that. So we got a full look at Sea Lord Aislinn's skills.
Pernicious. Felheart's not here. I know that, you know that. And now Aislinn's starting to understand that too. Guided by vengeance, we spread our forces too thin, pushed them too far, and paid the price. On the bright side, we're no longer hemorrhaging gold, but we've still got a choice to make. Abandon Ulfwan, sail the world chasing the ghost of a Druki who did us wrong, or do our duty and rally to protect our homeland.
The High Elf technology tree has been rebuilt from the ground up. We've split the tech into groups, alongside a special unique group for Aislinn that boosts his seafaring units. We've heard your feedback, and we've done a pass over the Lord's recruitment, and we've adjusted their traits and benefits to be higher suited for the dynamic gameplay that the elves produce.
Hopefully
We've taken
now
a
they
good
won't
look over
be
all high
detrimental
forts,
in
but
higher
with a
lower.
higher focus on Tyrion and Teclis. The rest have received victory condition changes, some mission adjustments, and some starting position changes. We've gone.
Okay, so we got the Invocation of Mathlann. That's a new one. Unbreakable for Ship's Company and Lothern Sea Guard units. Speed plus 20%. Enabled Frozen Contact Defense for Oceanids and Sea Elementals. And attribute Perfect Vigor for Merwyrm units. Nice.
Gone through the rites and done a balance pass over their cooldowns and benefits they provide. But that doesn't stop there.
Ooh, check that one out. Invocation of Volley. A dilemma will offer a powerful magical item.
Sea Lord Aislinn receives a unique rite in the form of the Invocation of Mathlann.
Right, we have the men, we have the will. All we need now is the gods. As Mathlann's herald, we call upon the King of Storm and Sea, invoking his right and using his wrath to do what we should have done from the start.
The currents can lead one anywhere and everywhere. Bring down the wave.
And what we should have done from the start is charge headlong into an army of zombie pirates.
But we're the Asur, and flanking is what we do best. Unleash the Skycutters.
Yeah, those things are going to be sick. Mobile artillery.
Lothern Skycutters are flying chariots that can be one of two variants. The archers are extremely good at skirmishing, while the bow thrower provides basically a very mobile flying artillery.
From the elegant subtlety of a flying artillery to a giant, watery dragon tube.
Sea Elemental is
Okay, so check that out. They're armor piercing, anti-infantry, defender, aquatic. They're also going to be able to explode and cause splash damage when they die.
huge single entity monstrosity that is extremely durable when it comes to physical attacks, but is vulnerable to magic.
Dreadfleet, more like Dead Fleet.
Oh, Dark Elves! Watch as Caradhrian makes them Dead Elves.
Caradhrian is the captain of the Phoenix Guard.
Nice. The captain of the Phoenix Guard is armored, armor piercing, magical to aura, attuned to magic. This guy's gonna be your monster killer, man.
He excels at bringing down monstrous units in 1v1 combat, and when mounted on his Phoenix Ashtari, he
Such a
can be
sick
extremely
model.
dangerous.
That Phoenix is cool.
Dead or not the truth, you're persistent buggers. Perhaps the Merwyrm's stomach will calm them down.
The Merwyrm is one of the strongest
Okay, armor piercing, melee, cumbersome, regeneration, and
monsters
aquatic.
that we have ever created,
980
so it
weapon
is
damage.
extremely good at disrupting enemy infantry. It can fight other monsters as well by utilizing its poisoned attacks.
Looks like starting 700 weapon damage, and the model is about two units long of soldiers.
It is the ultimate Apex hunter.
Not sure what to think of the Oceanids yet, but that Merwyrm guy is sick.
From the bleak sea to the great ocean, Ulthuan's enemies are beaten back. Fragile alliances still need nurturing to secure lasting peace, but that's not our duty. No, we travel to the Sea of Squirrels, where a long voyage promises fresh adventure, new lands, and old rivalries. Duty, wile, and obstinacy. These are the traits that make Sea Lord Aislinn a formidable foe, but also a contentious ally. Will his tenacity be his undoing? Or will you spread Asur domination across the world?
Of course, High Elves will
Thoughts, comments,
spread.
shellfish. Let us know in
Asur
the comments
domination.
below. Follow our links to wishlist now.
Alright guys, if you like that, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe to Titan Prime Gaming. Have a great day. Titan Prime out.
Subscribe, and let your name be remembered among the heroes.